Awakening Artists, welcome to video number 4. I have a wonderful foot honoring ritual that I want to share with you tonight, and it was something that kind of came off the cuff. It wasn't something that I had planned, which is basically how most of these videos have been going, so I really like that. I feel like it's being guided. I wanted to do something special for these amazing feet that I have. I've spent many years condemning the fact that I inherited feet that were not really the perfect feet for what I do professionally. Can you hear monkeys in the background? I'll explain that in a second, I promise. Here, let me just change that a little bit. That's funny. Okay, I'll explain in a second. So I decided, enough with that. I chose these feet before I came to this life. These are the feet that I chose. I accept them and I love them, and man, damn, they've been really doing a great job considering the fact that they were not anatomically built for what I do. The ritual that I did is going to be great for any artist, whether you are, putting on a pair of pointe shoes or ballroom shoes or tap shoes, or just putting on really horrible shoes that probably don't fit you very well for a role, or, having to do extra work, you're on concrete. I know I did one thing, it was in Grand Central Station, and it's all marble flooring. If you can imagine being on those floors for 3 days straight, from 3 o'clock in the afternoon till about 2 or 3 a.m. That was rough. So we need to honor these feet. All right, so this is the first thing that needs to happen is you need to get into nature. Wherever you can find it, make sure there's, it's a safe area. You're not going to be stepping on anything that's going to hurt you. If you're here in New York, of course, we have Central Park. If you're outside of the city like I am, you're near the beach, go to the beach. Immerse your feet into the sand. It's called earthing, what I'm talking about. And you're trying to make the soles of your feet in contact with nature. And here's an interesting fact. If you put any kind of essential oil on the bottoms of your feet, let's say frankincense, that is going to get into your bloodstream quicker than if you put it on your wrists. And the reason for that is because your heart is made to pump faster going up. So even faster if it's on the soles of your feet. So if you're earthing, you're getting that beautiful organic nature energy into your body very quickly. I mean, it's no wonder when we have those beautiful days here in the city and you finally get into the park and you want to feel that really beautiful soft grass under your feet and what a difference it makes in your mood. That's why. Okay, so you've done your earthing. If you're not able to do any kind of earthing or the weather is bad, I have another solution for you. I'll share in a second. Okay, so let's get our materials together. Now I can't show you, I did this in bath form. I can't show you that version because that would be a different show. But I'm going to talk you through it. Nature music. So again, we want to bring nature into our chosen sanctuary. Hence the monkeys. And what I actually did is, for me, I have this really great thing I found on iTunes. It's called Rainforest. Listen to that. So imagine you've got your bath set up and the lights are off. You've got your candle lit and all you hear are birds and maybe a stream in the background. This is what you want. Bring in all your senses. Okay, so we have our music. Herbs. So I have a mint plant on our balcony, but go to any store and get this too. Whole Foods is probably more reputable, probably not a lot of chemicals on the plants, but if you do buy herb, make sure you rinse it off before you use it. So we're gonna just put this on the side of the tub, or if you don't have a tub, as a lot of us do not here in New York City, get yourself one of those party tubs, you know, you put drinks in, and just fill that up with water. Okay, so put this off to the side. Okay, so mint is, but by the way, mint is going to be used for earthing in your bath. It's also supposed to bring prosperity and clearing away of the negative. I like the prosperity part, especially. Okay, oils. And I use this all the time, tea tree oil. Make sure you test this on maybe your wrist if you've never used essential oils before. When you do put it in your bath, I recommend maybe one, tops 2 drops of oil, because we're going to be adding a couple of more, okay? So tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is great for any kind of fungus, bacteria, any kind of cleansing, and it's so good for you that they actually make suppositories for women for vaginal health. And you can find that at Whole Foods, so that's how good it is for you. So tea tree oil. Then we have lavender. Again, 1 drop. Just do 1 drop because you've already got the tea tree oil in there. Lavender is supposed to give you a sense of calm and serenity, and it definitely does for me. I love lavender. And then rose oil. Because we're honoring our feet, we're showing our feet love. We're showing ourselves. This is self-love. This is self-care, okay? So, of course, we associate roses with love. So, give yourself some roses. 1 drop. You got that. Okay. Now, I also, and I would do this even before you put the oils in. Little bit about me. I like to frequent the Russian banyas, or the bathhouses. There's a great one here in Coney Island. I think there's also one in Brighton Beach. So we keep eucalyptus branches here at the house. And if you go to a banya, which I highly recommend because it's great, you sit and you eat fish, you eat seafood, and drink tea, and then you go in the sauna, and you come back out and eat more fish and drink more tea, and then you go in the steam room. And if you bring one of these branches, they'll soak them in tubs of water for you, and about an hour or 2, and you'll be surprised. You'll be there for 5 hours and have lost complete track of time. So, but I think even after an hour or 2, these eucalyptus leaves have started to release their oil in the water, and they've gotten very soft. And you go in the steam room and wham, wham, wham against your body. But it doesn't hurt at that point. And you get that eucalyptus oil on your skin and in your sinuses. It's clearing out everything. It's a really beautiful experience. So anyway, that's what you do if you go to a banya. So we have these at home. What I did for this ritual is I pull off a fresh piece here. Okay. Okay, I'll break one off. So, and that's all you need. Broke off a piece of eucalyptus, and I just put them inside the bath. And you let them sit in the bath for a good 20 minutes. They'll still release enough oils. Now, if you really want to go far, soak them in a cup of water for an hour, and then put them in the bath. Woo! Which, by the way, they smell amazing. Okay. Oh, by the way, don't forget your water. Keep yourself hydrated. As I like a really, really hot, steamy room. So water is, especially now. Oh, and I have eucalyptus leaves in my water. Okay, now if you like eucalyptus but you don't know where to get leaves, you can of course always, put this here, you can always get eucalyptus oil. But if you've already used the lavender, the rose, and the tea tree, you might want to separate the tea tree with the eucalyptus. You don't want to overdo it with the essential oils because they are concentrated. You will start to get sensitivity, okay? So we don't want any skin rashes. They go away, but itching, you don't want that. Okay, so we've done that. All right, now we're going to bring in the higher realm, the spiritual. which is what we are. We are spiritual beings. You're creative, you're connected to a higher source even if you don't know it. And part of that higher source is connected to nature. And again, we have our mint sprigs. But also what is in nature are these beautiful crystals that have been in the earth for millennia. And a lot of these crystals represent different parts of the chakra, different energies. I like to use rose quartz. Now this is actually shaped in a heart, if you can see that. And the rose quartz is pink, so of course it's associated strongly with love. Big, big love energy. And we want to love our feet. We want to love ourselves in this ritual. So get your pink quartz, rose quartz. And then again, bringing in success as well as confidence in what you do, and yellow citrine. And that's just a really happy yellow color. Oh, can you hear that? I'm going to turn this down a little bit, but it's such a beautiful sound. Okay, so we have our herbs, we have our crystals. Sea salt. Sea salt, very, very important. We all know the benefits of salt. Okay, what else? Basic foot cleaning implements. I like this little brush. It's got bristles here. It's got a pumice on the other side. It's got a really sharp bristly thing. I don't really use that. Well, it used to have a sandpaper thing there. I actually have a more heavy-duty sandpaper thing. Now, if you are not a dancer, but you are an actor, you are a singer, you are a visual artist, you're still on your feet all day. This may be new news to you. It might be even life-changing, or maybe you already know this, but please do not shave off your calluses. Big, big problem. I like to think of calluses as our body's way of protecting us. Well, it is. I also like to think of them as, our little angel pillows. They cushion us as we walk through this life, okay? So they're there for a reason. You want to sand them down and take care of them so that they don't carry bacteria and fungi and things like that. So that's what the sandpaper is for. We're going to use that later, okay? Also, if you don't have calluses on the bottom of your feet and you're really on your feet all day, then you eliminated a layer of cushioning for your spine. Something to think about. Okay, so I believe we're all set with all tools. Flowers too, don't forget your flowers. And if your flowers are clean, you've washed them off, you're pretty sure they don't have pesticides on them, put a few petals in the water too. Go overboard. It's for you. Okay. So now you're going to create the atmosphere completely by asking for divine assistance. Now this is what I do. Come up with your own thing if you want. But I have my candle lit. The water stopped running. All my oils, my eucalyptus are in the water. I can smell the rose. I can smell the lavender. The lights are off. These beautiful birds chirping in the background. And I say, love before me, love behind me, love above me, love below me, love beside me, love inside of me, and love all around me. I ask the loving power in the universe, the creative power in the universe, to help me honor my body in this ritual. Help me to give thanks for the body that I was given, the body that I chose to incarnate into, the body that helps me walk through this life and express myself as an awakening artist. And then get in the bath. All right, okay, so we got all these things we're going to use. The crystals, by the way, I usually just have them off to the side, or I like to put them in a seashell. I'm very much a sea witch. So, or you can also put them in the water. That's also something you can do. Okay? So the first thing I like to do is I like to do some earthing again. Take your mint, split them in half, okay? take whichever foot you want first and start rubbing that mint into the sole of your feet. Now make sure that this mint was rinsed off, okay? And just rub it into the foot. Rub it in, rub it in, rub it in. Now as you rub it in, those leaves are going to come off. That's great. You want that because then they're going to go into the water, okay? And again, don't overdo it with the oils because you're putting natural oil in the water here, okay? And if you're really super sensitive, don't even do the oils. Just do the natural stuff, the unconcentrated stuff. The oils are natural, but okay. So you've earthed, let's say your right foot. Get your other. That's all in the water. Get your other sprig. Earth your left foot. And as you're doing this, really, really visualize a beautiful pink or white light surrounding your foot and getting into the in between the bones and the tendons and the muscles, everything that hurts and aches. Just send those areas a lot of love. Okay. So you've done that. And then sea salt. So I like to, before that, skipping steps. All right. Get your favorite soap. It can be pretty smelling soap, or there's this thing, I wish I had it here, we ran out. It's called Dr. Teal's Eucalyptus Soap bath body wash. Oh, it smells amazing. I'm really overdoing it with the smells here, but that's just me. But use your favorite soap and just scrub and get those toenails and everything. Then you get your sea salt. Get your sandpaper thingy, doohickey. I don't know what it's called. Get it soaked pretty well and put the salt on there. Mine's great. It's got this little dip. Probably see it from there. It's got this little dip. So I just put a layer of sea salt there and I start scrubbing the bottoms of my feet, scrubbing those calluses, just, giving it a really, really good scrub and smoothing over. And again, visualizing that salt it's like the salt is going into a wound and cleaning it. You can visualize it that way. If you have blisters, be very careful. You might not want to use the salt. You might not even want to use the oils. Just, be aware of any injuries, small little abrasions you might have. Okay. So we did that. And then just relax. You did your work. Now I like to do my clippings in there as well. It's easier to get to my feet that way. Do all your trimming and hygienic work in there if you'd like. And think of you're clearing away the negative, clearing away the negative. You are carving out the life you want, and your feet are going to help you get there. It's a good way to visualize it. Make this whole ritual a meditation of releasing of the negative, releasing of situations you no longer want to be involved in, and a clearing away so that you can bring in better projects, better creative experiences, better personal experiences, even anything you want. Okay, and then just relax. Listen to your music, your nature sounds. And before you're done, make sure you always close any ritual you do with gratitude, with a thanks. I thank you, love in the universe. I thank you, Mother Earth. I thank you, Father Cosmos. I thank you, God. I thank you, Allah. I thank you, Buddha. However you want to do it. But I thank you for giving me the opportunity to give myself this love. I thank myself for choosing this body that I came in. I thank everything in this body that is working hard for me every day.